Hi, and welcome to Lesson 5, The Habit of Saving. I've decided to cover this topic in Lesson 5 because the most people today are living in really uncertain times, and what I've realized, the most people still don't know how to save money. So saving money, or the saving habit, is the foundation of all financial success, including investing. Having money saved is what provides the means for you to take advantage of situation, whether it's starting a new business or buying shares of stock when the market crashes. This saving money guide will provide a foundation and answer questions such as how much money should I be saving, or how can I develop the habit of saving? Before you begin on your journey to building wealth and finding financial independence, it's important you understand a few basics. So the most important fact is you need to understand it's not important how much money you can earn, it's more important how much money you can keep. So let me give you one example what I mean by this. Let's say person A is earning let's say 30,000 in a year, and then we have person B, and this person is earning $100,000 a year. So which one of them is more wealthy? What do you think? The most people would say person B is more wealthy, but it's not true. It's more important which one is a better saver, which one is actually saving money. Because if this person earning only 30,000 a year is actually saving money consistently, like 20% every month, or even 40% every month, he's more wealthy than this second person who is actually earning 100,000 every year, but he has to pay for his big house, his big car, financing his lifestyle, and at the end this person B is not saving any money, even he's making lots of money. Though in this case the person A is more wealthy. And that's why it's more important how much money can you keep at the end of the month. So let me introduce to you the cash flow pattern, how it's supposed to be if you want to save money. So you see here are savings, alright? So if you get your salary check, you're supposed to save at least 20% of your monthly income. And then you have, of course, your living expenses like paying for food and paying your rent and all the bills. It's supposed to be like 50% of your income. But then you should invest 10% of your income for education. And what I mean, to educate yourself on the topic, like for example financial intelligence, on investing. You can visit classes, you can buy books on it, alright? And you can use 10% on recreation, okay? And 10% of your income for insurance. So I'm not telling you it's important to have life insurance or to have insurance for your retirement. So you can decide by yourself. In my case, I'm actually using 10% of my income for a safety net, and that's my personal insurance. I have a separate account and I put this 10% every month, and when I have an emergency I can actually take this money out later on. So it's up to you how you insure yourself for emergencies, okay? But this is the cash flow pattern, how it's supposed to be. And now I'm gonna show you the cash flow pattern of the most people. So this one, once again, this is how it's supposed to be if you want to save money and educate yourself and become successful, become financially independent. And this one on this side here is the cash flow pattern of the most people. Let's look here, savings. The most people save nothing, zero. And living expenses, the most people spend 60%. And then we have education. Guess what? Most people spend 0%. They don't spend money for education, for classes, for educational books. Recreation. The most people spend on average like 35% on recreation instead of 10%. 35. And guess what? A big part of this percentage is going on alcohol. Just spending money and having fun, that's it. And insurance, like on average, people spend 5%. So if you compare these patterns, maybe you're gonna recognize your own cash flow pattern. Which one is yours? Is this one here yours, or is this one here more similar to yours? Okay? And now we have the last part. It's about the secret, how to save money. Because if I'm just talking about you're supposed to save money, but I'm not telling you how, it's just useless. And to be honest, I didn't know how to save money either by myself many years ago. When I was in my early 20s, I didn't know how to save money. I was earning money, spending all of it, and didn't save anything. So I was actually lucky to meet some really smart people, financial intelligent people, and I've met people more smarter than myself. I was lucky, and I have learned a big secret from a millionaire mentor. The secret how really to save money. And he told me poor people and average people, middle class, what I do is when I get the salary, they pay everybody else first and then they pay themselves last. But rich people get their income and they pay themselves first, and only then they pay everybody else later. And let me explain what I mean by this, everybody else. I mean paying for your rent, paying for your electricity, paying for food and insurance. This is paying everybody else. But paying yourself, I mean just put this specific percentage of savings to your savings account. And he told me a really good strategy how actually to manage this one. So you have of course your normal bank account where you get your salary and you're taking money out, you're paying bills. What you're supposed to do is to open a second bank account. Let's say it's the bank account B, and just call it business bank account. And this one is going to be only for your savings. But it's really important, it's not going to be the same bank account you have already. You need a second one, a separate one. And what you can do, you can set an automatic transfer of a specific percentage to the second bank account. So if you get your salary on the first of the month, and let's say it's $1,000, and you decided you really want to save 20% of your income every month, so you can set an automatic transfer on the first or on the second. So when this money is coming in, your salary, it's going to be transferred 20% to your business bank account. If you like, you can do it manually, but I recommend to do it automatic. And what's going to happen? On the first of the month, you get your salary and you decided to save 20%, you get your salary, they're going to transfer 20% or 40% to your business bank account, and it's going to stay there. And you need to promise yourself you're never going to touch this money. You're not going to take this money out. Just set and forget. Yeah, forget about this money. And you're going to do this again and again every month. And you will realize it's still going to be enough to pay your bills. If you can save 20, start with 10. At least 10. But I recommend to start with 20 and increase this one later on. You can increase to 30 or even to 40%. I know some people can increase to 50. Okay? But you need to make a start. So that's it. That's the big secret. How to save money. The only thing you need to develop by yourself is the habit and discipline. Because once you develop this habit, it can be hard, but when you develop it, it's gonna stay. And your capital, your wealth, gonna increase month for month and every year. And it's gonna make a really big difference in your life. And when one day the big opportunity comes to open a business or invest money, you're gonna have this capital to invest. See you next time.